again, and welcome everybody out there. We are back, and yes, I do have a topic, and my topic is the UFC 193. Now, of course, it has come and it has gone. However, I still hear some whispers, I still hear some chatter. And you know what? I'm still talking about it. So it was that type of an event. It was that type of an event, and wow, some people, it left them with their jaws dropped wide open, and there are some people who said that it's an upset, and some people say, well, how can you call it an upset when Ronda Rousey went up against a more stronger, experienced, skilled Holly Holm? So so we get to this fight and we look at it, and what I saw Ronda Rousey very anxious, rushing, running in, and charging in various different occasions, and she got caught various occasions by who? Holly Holm. You know, Holly Holm was very patient. She was focused, and I think it was at a point where Holly Holm, when she administered a elbow to Ronda Rousey's head, she elbowed her right there. That right there, I believe, shook Ronda Rousey up, and she, at that moment, realized that I'm here. This is a fight that is going to be a tough, tough, tough fight. This woman is, this is some real deal right here. And so I think at that moment, when she felt that, it kind of shook her up in a way that she was all off. Now you're seeing her make some errors. You're seeing her rush in. You're seeing her get frustrated. You're seeing all of these things. You just see her just falling apart. And Holly Holm, this more strategic and skilled fighter, took advantage of that. you know so you have to look at everything and say, hey, you know did Ronda Rousey have to go in and take such a beating? I don't think she needed to go in and take such a beating like that. I think she could have avoided that type of a beatdown. I mean, Holly Holm came in and, man, just annihilated Ronda Rousey in that fight. And so, yeah, people are saying all these different things. Some people say, well, Ronda Rousey, she got what she deserved. She's always talking all this smack and all this stuff. And, she didn't live up to the hype and all this type of stuff. And I have to say this to all those people out there, that at the end of the day, it is business. Okay? Here is a woman who has been pushed out there to the forefront, and she did great doing what she did, because she had the personality. Okay, she has it. She has the charisma. She has the beauty behind it, and she's a skilled fighter herself. In judo, we see. So here she is. She's brought to this forefront, and she's made this poster woman for the UFC, and she's brought them tons of money. She's brought them tons of audiences. And you can sit there and argue up and down that, oh, she's not this, she's not that. She is a star. Point blank, she's a star. And so when you have that kind of power, that star power and stuff like that, you do everything in your power to capitalize on it. You do. You go out there, and yeah, if they say I'm the best doing this or whatever, you're gonna sit there and tell yourself you're not. No, you're gonna sit there and say, yeah, go. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go along with it. Not to say that I'm not a good enough fighter. I'm not saying that myself in particular. I'm talking about Ronda Rousey here. I'm saying that if she's given this opportunity and she has this whole package, is she gonna just sit back silent and not capitalize on it and not make the most of it? No. She ended up getting movie deals. She ended up doing a book. You know, I mean, she's this inspirational person who's just uplifted. So there's people that are like, wow, you know, that's my kind of like person there, that she's just like doing it all. She's just like phenomenal, right? So yeah, and I think that the UFC played a major role in pushing and hyping things up with her. It worked hand in hand, but again, at the end of the day, people, it's business. So yeah, she's gonna promote, they're gonna promote, they're gonna do all kinds of stuff to hype all kinds of people's skill sets and everything. That's what happens, you know. And I think even leading up to the fight, you know, all that stuff, all the hype, all the push, all of this and that, even you could see in the weigh-ins, it was starting to get to Ronda Rousey. It looked like she was starting to crack under the pressure, because here you are in such a short amount of time, you've created huge success. Okay, you've went from all this, you know, not really having much to having just about any and everything that you ever wanted. Okay, and all these people are just falling over you. I mean, you know, just, you know, falling all over you, and you know, it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. She's getting interviews, she's doing this, she's doing that, she's all over the place. And and then you have a Holly Holm who's experienced. She's all about her fights. She's, you know, focused, well-rounded, and so forth. And she doesn't have all that extra. I mean, leading up to the fight, of course, she had to do media stuff and whatever, and that's pressure too. But here's a person who's been wearing this crown for this amount of time, and so much is just at stake, so much is on the line. Okay, you know, I feel that part of it she did. She lost focus, and you could kind of see she was falling a little bit apart there. However, I feel she's a champion because again, she did a lot for the sport of UFC. She's done a lot to open up the doors for the women, and allow them to be seen and recognized in the sport. So yeah, I think that, you know, she's done her part, and she got the job done. You know, she got the job done at the end of the day, and you know, these people that are sitting there attacking and saying all these different things. Ronda Rousey is, she's walking away with all of this with a whole bunch of money. Honestly, I don't see her sitting around crying, you know, and being sad. She's wiping her tears, if she has any, she's wiping her tears up with a whole lot of money at the end of the day. So, like I said, she is, she's a phenomenal show person, okay? You know, she has it. She has the star quality and this and that. So, you know, that's what these fighters do. They promote, they do all these different things. They say things that really sometimes is far from the truth. You know? You know, just like I said, at the end of the day, it's all business. And a lot of people walked away very happy with that fight, including Dana White and, you know, the UFC. So, you know, and all I have to say for Ronda Rousey is speedy recovery. I see her going, just doing things so much different and better the next time around. She's gonna brush herself off, and you're gonna see a different fighter in her, a more improved fighter. And then now we have Holly Holm, who she's passed the torch to, and this woman, man, you know, she's a powerhouse. And I'm looking forward to seeing wonderful fights from her, wonderful events with this woman, because, you know, she's just an amazing fighter to watch. And so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, so that's it for those two. Now, I do want to talk about Johanna Jędrzejczyk and Valerie Letourneau, who were also on that card that night. And that fight was crazy because these two women, if you saw them afterwards, oh my goodness, Johanna got a busted up hand, right? And then Valerie, oh my gosh, her face just like on the one side was just, she got clobbered. So, but again, speedy recovery to all these women. It was a phenomenal fight. It was a phenomenal job, and I'm looking forward to more fights. Definitely looking forward to seeing the next fight with Johanna Jędrzejczyk, who she's going to be fighting next. They put on such a wonderful, wonderful show, and Valerie Latuner. I don't think she's done this woman. If anybody gave Johanna a run for her money, it was Valerie. If y'all saw that fight, it was Valerie, and it was tough. It was a tough fight, and so she doesn't need to be upset. Again, these women, they brought it, and they put on a wonderful show, and I appreciate them for a wonderful showing because, like I said, I'm looking forward to the next few fights. And yeah, so like I said, this is a wonderful time for the events, and there's so much that's going to be happening. I just wanted to wrap that up and just touch a little bit on those fights. Phenomenal, 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 phenomenal. That's all I have to say. And so, once again, if you loved what you heard, like what you heard, punch the thumbs up below, and subscribe so I can go ahead and give you some more excellent videos just like this one. And everybody, one love, respect, and take care.